Hi guys, Steve at Split Charge again. Got a busy week this week. Ian's on with building some nice little drawers for this back of this work van. Look at the size of that for a drawer. It's a proper beast. And I've got a nice little upgrade in. So, right, I'll just take the camera around now. So, in the back of this van, we have this banner battery. This battery's actually died, so when this fan came in, this was really hot, and it's still warm now, and it's been here 3 hours. But the battery's really warm, it's swollen. So you just see down side, it's starting to pop out at the sides and this way, so the battery's completely dead. So, plan with this one. We're going to put two 460 Fogstar Pros in this area here, and that should just stick out with 10-20mm from the face of this, but the customer's happy with that, and they're going to make a board to cover all that up afterwards. So I've got to remove this battery, got to remove the factory charger, and I'm going to try and keep the DC to DC charger, which is 25 amps, which isn't a lot, but when I pair that with my 50 amp Orion XS, that should give him 75 amps of charging. And it'll be plenty then, so it's worth keeping for that little boost if you do have a charger that does do lithium, and this style charger does do lithium. So I think I'm going to move this box down here. I'm going to put my inverter around here, and I'm going to try and get my other controllers and fuses and stuff in this sort of area. And then up on the roof, Sam's been stripping this down this morning for me. And up here, so this customer did have a satellite dish here, and I've been talking to him this morning, and he wanted an idea of what we could get up here, and then basically two options, so an option with this and an option without this. But unfortunately there's not much room on this roof, so we could only get a 200 watt solar panel here, which isn't really enough, so he has had to lose his satellite dish, which isn't really a massive deal for him, but he would have liked to have kept it if we can, but solar's more important. And then he's going to go for a Starlink or something in the future anyway, which is going to be about this sort of area. So yeah, we've got to look at doing this. I might cut these bolts off just to get the solar panel down nice and low, and we can get a 200 watt panel here, 200 watt panel at that side, so should be plenty of solar for him then. And all that is to run the air conditioning, because whenever you've got this on, it's going to be sunny. So want the most that we can get out of it, really. So yeah, that's this week's job. I'll set the tripod up, and you can follow me along while I strip this down and get it all built up. And yeah, another nice little tidy install to do this week. Let's get on with it. Alright guys, so we're on day 2 now. So basically all this cupboard is now pretty much finished. We've got to get the solar cables down, and they're going to go into the top of the solar isolator. And then I've got to run the servo wires to the front as well, so we can get the screen up next to the factory controllers up as well. And then I've got to put the batteries in, and that's it then. Pretty much running this cupboard. Can clean it all out, get all my tools out, put it all back together, put all the factory units back in. Yeah, so just waiting for Ian to do me the solar on the roof, then we'll run them cables down with all the rest of the cables that I need from the front. Oh, and I've got to run to the front battery as well, which is now underneath the van. So got to run that to the front battery as well. But yeah, we're getting on all right, so we'll take some more pictures as we go and keep you updated. Alright, so last part of the job, putting some nice labels on everything, just so makes things easy for people to understand in the future when they come into this. I quite like these new solar isolators we've got that fit into us, consumer units. They make things very nice and just all in one unit, rather than having the big rotary isolators that people generally have. So it's gone quite well, this one. It's been quite a bit easy because everything was in this area. I've managed to just get the batteries to fit in. They stick out maybe 5mm, but the customer's going to make a board that goes over this, and then he's going to put his ducting on, and then he's got a socket here as well that he's going to stick on the face of that. So yeah, I've managed to get the DC to DC charger in. We put a Orion XS in. And then I've also managed to keep his factory DC to DC charger as well. This generally they don't have a lithium setting on them, but luckily this one did, so I managed to keep that one. So now instead of having just 50 amps of charging through this one, he's now got 75 amps. So with him having two 460 amp hour batteries, that extra 25 amps will make a big difference. Nice labelled fuses, so you look at it like that basically. Oh, and they've had a compressor fridge fitted as well, and they've ran the cables to the back and left me on a nice little note saying what it's for. So yeah, I've wired everything up now. We've just got to program the inverter, then the inverter covers can go on. That's just going to sit there like that. So yeah, I'll get on with programming stuff. We fitted the screen. So yeah, I've had Ian on with running me the wires for the screen while he's running the cables down for the solar as well. We had a nice little bit of space left here, so it fits nice up there. And then we've had to run the cables down behind the fridge and under the floor and just hide everything, so you can't see any cables, can't see any cupboards. So yeah, we'll get all this updated onto the new user interface. We haven't programmed anything yet, so it's all just kind of saying it's not doing anything, but it is, but it just doesn't know it yet. So yeah, Sam's just got here now with the laptop, so we'll get that all programmed and we'll show you what it looks like once it's done.
Remind me later. Oh, Catherine, what are you doing? I'm just waiting for it to update.
So while you're waiting...
So while I'm waiting, while it's updating, tell you why it needs to be programmed.
Yeah.
So like, works with lithium batteries properly, because they need certain set parameters, charging time, charging voltage, charging current, just to make sure it all works properly. And if they're not set right, then your system just won't work efficiently. But Victron updates take ages, so I could talk for another 5-10 minutes, but I ain't got that in me.
We did a thing. So the servo's all updated now, everything's working. We even made the hookup light come on, so when you plug the lead in, the hookup light comes on, so you know that you're actually charging from mains. At the minute, we're putting 1500 watts into the battery just from the shore power. That's really bright. So yeah, alternator's working. We're getting 75 amps coming from the engine alternator. Only because one's Victron and one's not Victron, we get a slight difference in what it says it's putting in, because the screen reads what the Victron's doing, and then the battery, which is what the middle one is, reads what everything's going in. So the battery will tell you 75 amps is going in, and the Victron will tell you 50 amps is going in. So there's a little bit of difference, but there's not really we can do about that. It's just one of them things. So yeah, no, we've not changed it. We've set it to 12 amps coming out from shoreline because we're on a 13-pin plug, which most people generally are on a 13-pin plug. But on these servos, you can set your input current so you're not going to trip the breaker that you're hooked up to. So when you go on a campsite, the campsite's got 6 amps like we tend to have in France, or 10 amps. You can set the input current on the display, so then you'll never draw more than what that input current is. So just a quick install this week. It's gone fairly nice over the last 2 days with a few others on it. So yeah, like and subscribe, and if you have any comments, leave them down below, and one of us will get back to you. Yeah, come to split charge for your upgrades.